Hello there, everybody out there on YouTube. My name is Kris Nicholson, and I am showing you my collection of desktop music workstation plus samplers. And this is all of them right here. This is all that I own as of right now. I already did a video on this. This is called the KORG M3m. This is an interactive music module, I should say, just like the interactive music workstation, the i5s keyboard, but this is in a module form. I already did videos on it, so if you want, you can check out my videos on the KORG M3m and listen to it. I just recently got this one, and I couldn't resist it. This is the i40m, and it's basically the bigger brother of this, or I should say the little brother of that, but it has a lot more stuff. This is the newer version. It has a bigger screen. They both have floppy disk drives. It has a 16-track sequencer on here. And also it has more rhythms, more sounds, more styles. Plus it has a vocal harmonizer feature for vocal and guitar effects on here. That's something that this one didn't deliver. But some of the same styles on the i5m is on the i40m. I had the keyboard, the IS40, a long time ago. And I was trying to get it because I still have songs on it. So when I found the module, I'm like, you know what? I have too many keyboards already. Let me just get the module. Knowing me, I'll still get the keyboard anyway. So this is the i40m, the i5m. Now if you want to find this keyboard, it's the IS40. Okay, the same person that I got the i40m, I got this one, which is, this is the TECHNICS SMAC 1200. Which is basically the same thing as the SXKN 1200 from TECHNICS, the KN series keyboards. This is the same exact thing as it. Demos all. This has over 400 sounds, and I'm sorry, this has 200 sounds. It's a little bit less, and it has 100 rhythms. Plus you have variations, 16-track sequencer. You have a floppy disk drive on here. And I love TECHNICS keyboards, and I always wanted to have the module version of a TECHNICS keyboards, and they only made one module, which was this. And this has a lot of arrangements and good demos, good sound. So I'm going to make a video about basically all of these modules. Okay, next step up. This over here, this is a ROLAND groove box, and I got this for free. This is actually with the trade-in from another keyboard, but you know, trade-in was not that much, so it was a freebie. And this over here has over 1,000 sounds on it, and over 500 rhythms on it, which is really cool. And it's all dance-oriented. So, out of all the groove boxes that I've owned in my whole entire life, this one still kicks ass. I mean, it's really, really good. Has a nice little LCD screen up there. Has 4 different parameter knobs. Plus you got filter knobs right up here. You have a DJ style, basically limited turntable, and you have these little keys on here. Plus you can, I think you can record probably 8-track sequencer. I don't know about a 16-track sequencer, but it's pretty intense. Okay, this is a QY-100. I had this for many years, many years, and throughout the years it became deteriorated. So this is the second time me changing the color. The color was silver first when it first was factory, then it was gold. I took it to New York with me many times, and the color just turned into rust from gold, and so I made it black. This is a satin black. I was going to do shiny black, but I'm like, nah, let's do a satin black. It looks even better. This, you have over 541 tones, and you have 128 rhythm styles on here. This little guy is one of the smallest arranger workstations that I've ever seen. You have keys. You actually have batteries on it, so you could take it on a bus and arrange something. You have a 16-track sequencer on it. Plus, you can make your own styles and rhythms, and you can edit the sounds. So I am definitely doing a video on this QY-100. It's unbelievable. Alright, to get to a serious note, this over here, I was going to get the keyboard version and I got the module version because it's basically, you could just get it, attach it to a keyboard. This is a KORG M3 Xpanded. Now, if you know the M3 keyboard, it has over 1,000 sounds. Plus, it has Karma features, which is the arpeggiation. You have probably over 30 drum kits on here. Has a large LCD display, color display that is touchscreen, and also it's a V Expanded. So not only I'm getting the M3 music workstation, but I'm also getting the radius. So I have a radius built into it, which is really cool. Another thing that I found out too is that this thing takes sound funds. So if I have sound funds from Fruity Loops, I could upload it on here and just take this as one big, you know, as my huge music workstation while I'm playing with my piano right over there. Not too many pianos in the house. But, and also you have 8 pads right there, so you can use as for chord sequencing or drum pads or arpeggiation. It has a dual arpeggiator. It has 8 faders right over there, so you can use this for organs or different kind of other functions. You have an XY controller, just like the Korg Chaos series. This thing's intense. I got this at a very low price, and I couldn't resist it. So, this right over here is the M3m by Korg. And over here, this, the minute I got this machine, everybody said, "When are you selling it?" I'm sorry, buddy. I am not selling this machine yet. This is an Akai PC 4000. And I got this at a pawn shop for a very low price. I walked past it a couple times. I'm like, should I get it? Should I get it? And suddenly I snatched it. This thing is incredible. Incredible. Before I was going to get another keyboard that I wanted, I was just going to sell this outright, but I decided no. If I sell this, I'll never find another one again. You have a huge LCD screen. It's not color screen, but it's a monochrome black, blue and white, basically. Also, you have basically 16 pads on there and two sliders, 4 knobs. I don't know too much about this machine, but when I heard the samples and what it can do, especially on the internet, I just immediately took it off the shelf. I'm not going to tell you the price of how much I got this thing for because it was too low. And for a pawn shop to just get rid of it just like that, I couldn't resist. But here it is. This is my whole collection of desktop modules. And I'm going to make, I already made a video on this guy, so I'm going to make a video on all the other ones that you're going to see. Another thing that's new, let me lift up my bear's arm and actually show you. Excuse me. This over here, I just got this in as for a trade-in for my YAMAHA PSR S650. The reason I traded the S650 because I have the 950 and I needed an organ, so I got this right over here, which is, this is a TECHNICS EA5, and it's another incredible machine. A lot of the styles from the EA5 are on this AC 1200, and as I said, if you look up the TECHNICS KN 1200, the SX KN 1200, it's the same thing as the AC 1200. And this is more, a little bit upgraded. It has over 128 rhythms on there. You have over 300 sounds. Plus you have organ flutes. You can make this thing like a Hammond B3. You can also make this thing like a classical or theater organ. And it sounds really, really good. Another thing about it too, it's very compact, it's very small, it has very little pedals, which you can't see, I'm sorry about that. But it takes the cake. So when I'm playing organ, I can have this thing to do whatever. Plus it has my own band on it. Alright, so this is my new organ and my desktop modules. I'm going to make another video on, I don't know if you can see it over here, but I'm going to zoom in. I won't be able to zoom in on this camera because I got a cheap camera. But those are all my tone modules. So I'm going to make another video on those. We have another one there. And I have some more right here. So I'm going to make a video on all of my tone modules. Thank you very much, YouTube. Have a nice day.